to another episode of My Community. I'm here with my dear childhood chum, Joe Pom. Joe Pom, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. How are you doing, John?
I'm doing well. Joe Pom, before we get into it, why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Well, I am a music producer, recording engineer. Recorded a lot of bands in Asbury Park, New Jersey, as well as New York City. And I grew up here in Homedale, New Jersey with you, John, and right around, we share the same block, Telegraph Hill Road, where I started a record label, Telegraph Hill Records, with my buddy Fern, who also on that street, there are two beautifully named streets, Red Fern and Fernwood Road. I feel like you know one of them very well, but...
Yeah. Shh. But yes.
The main Fern you know very well. Has he been on this?
Yes, he has. Yeah. Very, very good, Joe. Very good. So I know you want to.
And the Mets.
And the Mets.
Yeah, that's all that needs to be said.
Yeah, no, that's it. Just the Mets. No, I feel
we were both at the World Series games that they lost.
We sure were, buddy, in 2015.
But not together. And we finally made our journey to the Mets games together just a year ago.
Yeah. So, and we went to the 50 Cent one too.
Yes.
We've gone to a few together, but.
That was a 50 Cent concert in my mind.
It was, and I believe riots broke out in the stands.
But a fight,
yeah. But I know you said you wanted to talk about hope. What does hope mean to you, Joe? Especially as a Met fan, I feel encapsulates kind of like everything we embody, because we are the proverbial underdog, not just in baseball but in sports, I would say.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, no, the Mets are that team. I think the whole catchphrase is "you gotta believe," and that's what hope is. And I put out a song actually last year as part of an EP that I wrote. It's part of why I wanted to have that be a topic. It's called "Holding Out Hope," and it's partially like the Mets, encouragement of my whole life, just hoping for that kind of success and that dream. I think we're gonna live our whole lives, and the Mets will never have lived one World Series. And that's what hope is all about, And giving yourself a little bit of that grace that even if it doesn't work out, you're still hopeful.
Yes.
And you remain confident. That's the whole bit.
Yeah, no, I feel that because obviously there have been people that have waited longer than us. I mean, we were born in '92. Our last World Series was in '86, but just every year we have that mentality where it's like, this is our year, this is going to be our moment. And even though I know the Mets are they're pretty terrible this year, I must say.
I don't know. We did this podcast at quite an interesting time because I think they were so bad this season that I was about to give up hope,
Okay.
And I was really on the wave of the season's over, and I gave up partially because the core heart of the team, I think, was just ripped out this year.
Like Alonso.
Yeah, Alonso, Nimmo, Jeff McNeil, Edwin Diaz. They just let all these core elements that we start to love this team. And they're just you're gone, and the loss of that definitely felt also with the team not performing well just amplifies. You're I think this season really is over. We were the last place team, I think about a couple weeks ago, but then of course the big boys came to town. Big brother Yankees, New York. And we won the series this weekend. I don't know if you were watching.
I didn't know.
So we won the Friday night, I believe, lost the Saturday, and then Sunday night I was watching last night, or 2 nights ago now, and extra innings, and we won. We pulled out ahead.
Look at us. See?
And we swept. We won the series against the Yankees, so now everyone's oh, we're going back to the World Series.
That's kind of the spark you need, though, because I remember the Grimace year. They were floundering as well, and they had that ridiculous win streak, and then they made a run for it. I mean, these are kind of how the things work with the Mets, where it's just like when they're completely out, they don't really give up hope, and kind of magic happens. Like more than again, and I obviously we're biased because we are Met fans, but more than any other sport for me as well, I just feel like there's like magic in the air when they're about to win. You know what I mean?
It really is magic when they pull it off and like give that encouragement. I think you're starting to like have it fleeting, but then all of a sudden like we're hopeful now because they won a few games, and it's just like you know you're not going to give up. If that was like the case, those couple wins, you just would like, oh, whatever, you know. I think it's because we have that hope, because we have that optimism that it could work. It could. We even if it doesn't, we've been through it, but we're still not going to give up. Got to remain true to the values there of the team and the loyalty. I think I would never give up being a Met fan. That's the number one thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no matter what, they could be the worst team in the world, the best team. It doesn't matter. We are Met fans till the day we die and beyond, bro. It's just how it is. It's a gift and a curse for for sure. But okay, so we also you broached the subject about confidence. Uh, maybe not regarding the Mets or just regarding in life. How does confidence play in your day to day life, Joe?
Think currently trying to figure that out. What that confidence looks like, how to find it in different areas of your life, and where you feel the confidence to whether it's just a simple decision or if it's a big life decision, if it's just internally feeling the confidence that to get up in the morning. It's like a big broad subject, but I think it ties back to keeping that hope and keeping that optimism that you will get through you know some of the tough times, and remain that confidence.
Yeah, no, I understand what you said, especially about even just getting up. From a mental health perspective, I know people tend to overlook just the will it takes sometimes to just get up and tackle the day each day. Like life is challenging, and it throws us a lot of curveballs, and we really don't know what's going to happen on a day to day basis, good or bad. And because of this, having that confidence and having that wherewithal to know that, okay, I'm going to just take on whatever comes my way. And even if it's bad, like
You need
Mhm.
that grace period.
Oh, yes.
Like if something doesn't work out, how you refine and rebuild that confidence is that grace period.
Yeah, yeah, no, grace is important as well, where just having grace within yourself to accomplish any task that's kind of like thrown your way. Like or not even just having grace to accomplish things, just having grace within yourself to when you're going through certain situations, having grace to understand that not to be too hard on yourself, not to uh, be so frustrated with yourself if things don't go your way. Having grace and understanding within yourself to to just kind of like let things go and understand that everything is a work in progress and things come with time.
Yeah, we're a work in progress for sure, and it's always kind of evolving. You have to understand how to reconnect to it sometimes if you lose that side of it, but then realize where you're at in the stage. You got to be hopeful that something's going to work out, and if it doesn't, you have that grace period to rebuild that confidence. And it could also work out, and I think that's where we're at right now with the Mets, is that they're in that grace period, they're rebuilding, but you still also see, oh wait, no, it could still work out though. It could still, they could go away in that grace period, and you have that confidence throughout all of it. It'll be that's the only way to remain hopeful.
Yeah, no,
They're so intertwined, I think.
yes, yes, you are correct. Where it's just there's a lot of unknown in teams like the Mets, where they they are kind of like the embodiment of hope in, in sports because they are again the proverbial underdog, and there's magic in the air when they're winning, but you do have to have grace with them because there's a lot of rough patches and there's a lot of sadness that goes into being a Met fan. I mean, we like you said earlier, we literally watched the Mets lose the World Series live, like at City Field. That was about the most depressing sporting event I've ever gone to in my entire life. And to cap it off, though, having that confidence in knowing that the good times, though they will come, we don't know when they'll come because there's nothing set in stone, right? Like it could not be this year, it could not be next year, it could not be 50 years from now, and it could not be even in our lifetime, unfortunately. But just knowing that eventually things will work out, and you just kind of gotta believe.
Gotta believe.
Yes.
No, that was the probably the worst day of my life when the Mets lost the World Series. It was a whole week, so yeah. And I think I was at the lowest point, but I was presented with an opportunity to get on a, go visit, go out and network, do the thing, get back on the horse, and it led me down a career path that was an incredible 10-year run. And I'm kind of like reconnecting with that a little bit. Like, how do I process that thing, that chapter? And it's a bit of a grace period, you kind of have to live in it a little bit.
Very nice, Joe. So I got two more questions for you, Joe. The first question being, if there's something you've learned in life that you could tell the audience from the I guess the day of sentient life to your 34 years of life on this planet, what would you tell the audience?
um Stay inspired.
Okay.
Don't give up that hope.
Okay. And then what about any advice you've been given in life, or any advice you would like to give people as well?
On that same note, like, just be open to like the universe and look at what's around you and never think you know it all, like be ready to learn, and look at people like you don't know everything that they have to offer. You don't know what they could, surprise you with, or just point you in a direction of thought that you never really thought of, and learn a little bit more about yourself. And I think if you stay open to that, that's like the universe, like telling you something, and just being on that path is like what I think everyone should sort of strive for, is being open and open-minded and learning.
That's wonderful. What? Thank you so much, Joe, for being on the podcast. Next week, guys, we're gonna have David Wright, so that'll be exciting.
The right way.
The right way, and
I was gonna wear my Hall of Fame jacket that we got matching. You're gonna have to put it up in post on here.
yeah, yes, I will. But stay classy, guys, and have a wonderful day.